Talk to me, J7D. Today's message is this. You owe no one an explanation for your growth. Keep growing, keep glowing, and keep going. Like, yo, you don't owe them an explanation to why you changed, to why you're setting boundaries now, to why you're blocking people, to why you're unfollowing people on social media. You owe no one an explanation for your growth. This is your journey, your story, your process. You don't owe them an explanation. I do want to share this though. You know, over the holiday weekend, I really don't get to see my extended family that much on purpose though. Like a lot of the stuff that I do is like very intentional and it's just the way I go, right? So I'm realizing with family and old friends and all that stuff, when you come together, people like to talk about the you back then. And I'm just like, yo, like I've changed and I've grown so much. Why do we have to talk about the things that I did at 16 when here I am 26 and I'm a whole different person? You know, we could talk about it if it's going to make you better or feel better or whatever. You need closure or whatever, but I'm like a whole different girl. You got to get to know the girl now because the girl back then was broken, unhealed, didn't know self, didn't know what self-love was. I was never taught those things. I was so programmed that, you know, I bled on a lot of people and I acknowledged that part of myself. Like another thing that I had to go through over these last couple of weeks is one of the guys that I used to date over the summertime came to my show, A Night with the Stars, a couple Fridays ago. And the reason why we ended was because of me. And he wanted to talk about this, right? So in order to talk about it, I had to listen to how he felt. And I probably didn't used to do that back then without jumping in or whatever. So I'm listening and he just kept saying, wow, you really grown up. And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens over time. You know, you learn yourself, you do this, you do that. And yeah, but I could tell he was just so shocked that I was able to be so mature where I'm at now to say, you know what, I apologize if I offended you back then or if I hurt you back then. You know, I was unhealed. Like that's the only thing I can say. Like, yo, I was a broken person. That's all broken people do is break people. Like they hurt people. We know that. So now, you know, if you need healing or closure, I'm willing to give you that and just let you know I apologize for how I made you feel. But I really don't owe you an explanation for my growth. Like, man, I'm growing. I'm going a whole different way. And sometimes when you're able to go a whole different way, you're able to look back and say, damn, I really messed that up. I probably hurt them too. Like you can look back and acknowledge where you were. It's okay. I acknowledge where I was, but I also love where I'm going and the road that I'm on. And I don't owe a person an explanation for that. And the last thing I want to cover, because over this holiday weekend, I'm telling you, I was around so many different people that I haven't been around in a long time. And a lot of people were mentioning like, you know, you don't follow nobody. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't do... Yo, I'm growing, my nigga. Like, I'm growing. Like, yo, I cannot follow toxic people. I cannot follow ignorant people. I cannot follow negative people. I cannot follow... For what I'm doing and where I'm going, like, I cannot be following people that's posting fight videos. I don't want to see nobody fighting or this or that or this. No, if it's not motivating me, I am not following it. I don't care who you are. I even had to tell my little brother and I told my little cousin over this weekend, I don't follow certain family members for this one reason only. Probably one of those reasons, the negativity or whatever, or the toxic stuff. But the main reason I don't follow certain family members is because I never want to, I'm on the road a lot, I do a lot, so I never really want to look back and feel like I'm missing out on something that I'm probably really not missing out on, but that's just the way that I protect myself. Like, I can't follow you. I just don't want to do it. Like, I just rather, you know, keep my eyes on the vision and keep going that way. So certain family members I won't even follow because I don't want to feel a certain way when I follow you. And that's just how I do it. Like, that's how I protect me, my energy, my gift, and all that stuff that I'm doing. I don't want to look back and say, damn, I wish I could have. Nah, like, no, you got to have your eyes on the prize. Like, so focused in, like, no. So you owe no one an explanation for your growth. Keep growing, keep going, and keep glowing. Talk to me, J7D.